when you look at the bloodlines of all these secret societies and these groups, everything's always bloodline oriented. And the reason they get bloodline oriented is because it's a serpent seed bloodline they're protecting. Because with serpent seed bloodline, you can do particular things. It's a different seed than Yah's seed through Adam. It's a different seed. And so you're gonna see when you open up your eyes and become awake to what this New World Order is, what the Illuminati is, so you can grasp the idea that the Illuminati is dominated by 13 bloodline families. Bloodlines. They protect that bloodline. They intermarry with the bloodlines to protect that bloodline. When you look at the Mafia, what do you see? A very bloodline protected organization. Why? Because they're serpent seed. They protect that Italian serpent seed bloodline. And not all Italians are serpent seed. But the Mafia protects a certain bloodline. And it's only people that have that particular bloodline in the Mafia that can become bosses. And all very tied into the Vatican, as are all the Illuminati families tied into the Vatican, that protects all. They probably keep it all in a little vault. The Vatican, they keep everything, all the genealogies and all these serpents are. But anyway, the CIA is no different. That's why you'll see many intelligence agencies. It's a generational thing. It's a family thing. They shake hands with Lucifer. They know who he is. And Lucifer appears in many different personifications on Earth. He appears as a man. He appears as a woman. He can appear as any type of being he wants to. You watch these movies, Hollywood, and sometimes they call these movies and like supernatural show or whatever, and they'll show Satan has an office. And I always just laugh at those until I realized that was real. And I was also told it was real. It's like, no way, he really does. He owns an office. He's a typical businessman, not all the time, it's just one of his little hobbies. But he has an office still. He has an office building in New York. He has an office in this building. And it's called Golden Sacks. I know you're all shocked. But he does hold an office in Golden Sacks.
Because, the Lord has also granted Satan some power too. How do you think that they're so intelligent in doing what they do? Do you really think that they're that smart to be able to build an oil rig like that? They're that smart to be able to pick NASA machinery to go out of space?
Though America was trying to recover equipment and weapons, the most important of all were the Nazi scientists. The Joint Intelligence Objectives Agency, JIOA for short, was directly responsible for Operation Paperclip, a campaign to get these scientists away from the Soviets so they could work for us in the looming Cold War. However, in order to gain the upper hand, war criminals were never tried, but instead swiftly integrated into the newly formed military-industrial complex. Even some convicted criminals were hired. This raises an important question. Did the integration of Nazis into Cold War America cause an ideological contamination of government? Werner von Braun was arguably the highest profile scientist to be brought from Germany under Operation Paperclip. During World War II, von Braun had worked for the German army developing the V-2 rocket, which the US realized had great potential coupled with their newly perfected atom bomb. Though he was initially labeled as a security risk, the Office of the Military Government of the United States, the body responsible for post-war occupation of Germany, found it hard to reach a conclusion about von Braun. The areas where he had worked were now under Soviet control, and the Americans could not find hard evidence one way or another. Though they did know that the Dora concentration camp was the sole source of labor for the V-2 factory in Mittelberg, there was no evidence directly linking him to it. Von Braun has since gone to start the space program in conjunction with NASA. He was the chief architect of the Saturn V launch vehicle, and his work on rockets led to the Space Shuttle and the International Space Station.
Satan has powers. Satan has to counsel with the Lord to see what he can and cannot do. I mean, if you go to Isaiah 45:7, the Lord tells you, I control the peace, I control the evil. I mean, the Lord controls everything in this galaxy. He let Satan get away with a lot of things because he's bound by his word. When these people pray to Satan, they have power. Don't think the children of Satan don't have power. They do, for now. They have power, man. When they pray to Satan, he makes things happen for them, don't they? They become rich. They become powerful. They get the latest technology.
Okay, listen here, people. Look at what she's going to be talking about. She's about to summon a pact with spirits. The spirit of the air, which is Lucifer. Check this out. Did she say Julianus? We're going to learn a little bit more about Julianus later. But apparently she just made a contract with the spirit of the atmosphere, as she said. The beast is spirit of the atmosphere, so if that isn't a direct reference to Lucifer, I don't know what else to tell you guys. And there's a blood sacrifice right there, so... The eyes are said to bring Ron disaster. Crazy stuff, huh?
レバナが逮捕されたから契約が解除になったんだって。それで今度はルーシーと契約したいってオイラたち訪ねてきたんだ。これが来たわけね。だよ。金龍球の扉。
ルーシーさん、相変わらずナイスボディですな。もう素敵です。こいつもエロかったな。俺の女取るな。俺の女、それはもう聞き捨てなりませんな。
これであなたのフェアリーテイルの一員は。うわー、ナース見て見て。入れてもらう。
blood magic, but I know what I'm doing. The spirit helped us, didn't it?
Sure, demons are very helpful. Right up until they take your mind and turn you into a monster.
Well, yes. But that won't happen. I know how to defend myself. Be careful up ahead. Restless things prowl the eyes.
If he did, he'd be dead. You know, to use blood magic, you need to look a demon in the eye and accept his offer. I just figured some of them would say no. For aesthetic reasons, if nothing else.
So, let me guess. This is the part where you tell me you're an abomination.
You're wrong. But not far wrong. This is hard to explain. When I was in Amaranthe, I met a spirit of justice who was trapped outside the Fade. We became friends, and he recognized the injustice that mages and Thaders face every day.
And that's different than a demon.
Just as demons prey on the deadly sins of mankind, there are good spirits who embody our virtues. Spirits of compassion, fortitude, justice. They are the Maker's first children, and they have all but given up on us.
What does this have to do with your eyes glowing?
To live outside the Fade, he needed a host. I offered to help him. We were going to work together, bring justice to every child ever ripped away from his mother to be sent to the Circle. But I guess I had too much anger. Once he was inside me, he changed.
So he's a demon now?
No. He is a spirit whose only purpose is to see the innocent saved and the guilty punished.
You tried to help a friend. Surely no harm can come of that.
I wish I still had your innocence. There was too much hatred in me. Justice thought he would overcome that. But my anger, when I see Templars now, things that have always outraged me, that I could never do anything about, he comes out. And he is no longer my friend, Justice. He is a force of vengeance, and he has no grasp of mercy.
Can you bring him out at will?
No. He comes only when I've lost all power over myself. It's a madness, a frenzy. I only find out after what I might have done.
Can justice ever be separated from him?
I don't think so. The only way a spirit has ever been separated from a living host is by its death. The curses of my own making. All I can do now is hope to control it.
So
that explains your whole sexy, tortured look.
Perhaps I should check a looking glass more often. I had not thought to ever find a woman who would look past what I just said. My maps are yours, as am I if you wish me to join your expedition. I thought I was done with the Grey Wardens, but if you have any need of me, I will be waiting here.